this is going to be a quick introduction to section 4.2 area. So first, go ahead, pause, copy this sigma notation and all of the labels, and then also copy these 4 formulas, and then come back so that we can actually talk about them. All right, so this is a uppercase sigma Greek letter. We also call it summation notation because we're going to end up adding, all right? And so here I is the index, all right? So that's, and then this 1 is the lower bound. So this would be a sub 1. If this was a 0, then this would be a sub 0. And then we'd go 2, 3, 4, all the way up to our upper bound, which will be up here. And then a sub I is the ith term. All right, and then over here we have our formulas. So if I have the sum of a constant, then the formula is the constant times whatever that upper bound is. All right, here if I have the sum of I, so my ith term, then I can use this formula and plug in that upper bound right here. Same thing for 3 and 4 if I have I squared and I cubed. So let's go ahead and look at a couple of examples. All right, so if we have example 1, all right, we're going to use this formula right here, all right, our second formula. So first I'm going to rewrite it, and I'm going to factor out the 4. And so I have 4 times the sum from 1 to 20 of I. And then I'm going to use that formula. So I'm going to do 4 times, and I'm going to pull down this n times n plus 1. So n is 20. So I'm going to have 20 times 20 plus 1 all over 2. So go ahead, simplify this, come back, and then you can check your work. All right, so you should have been able to simplify and gotten 840. Double check, make sure you're good to go. Now let's look at the next one. All right, so here my lower bound is 1, my upper bound is 30, all right? And before I do anything with this one, I'm gonna rewrite it. So I'm gonna multiply out my I times the quantity of I plus 1. So I'm going to get I squared plus I. And then I'm going to separate out my sums. So I'm going to have the sum from 1 to 30 of I squared plus the sum from 1 to 30 again of I. All right? And then I'm going to use both that second and third formula. All right? So go ahead, plug in your formulas, and then come back to make sure that you have it. All right, so when you plug in, right, we're using the second and third formula, and this is what you should have gotten. All right, notice how here I'm first rewriting the sum notation, and then I'm going to just substitute in to make sure to plug in and get that going. All right, so then go ahead and continue on to the next page and set up example 2C and do that one on your own. We're going to do example 2D in class tomorrow. All right, so go ahead, first step of doing this one right here is to first multiply it out and then apply the rules from that first page. So go ahead, pause, work that out, and then come back. All right, so this is what you should have gotten, all right? And then you can finish multiplying all that out to make sure, but I'm most concerned with you getting from here to here. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see y'all in class. Thank you.